How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle. It is nice outside. When I mean nice, it's 0 degrees. The purpose of this video is to show you kind of how the edge tamers with the polypad edition work out here in the snow. So I'm going to do my best to show you how the edge tamers work here with the polypads on. I've got the camera down here on the front of the bucket, and we're going to get into it. We've gotten about 5 inches of snow, but we were getting like 50-mile-an-hour winds, so it's all blowing around. The driveway doesn't actually have that much of a drifts on it. Kind of the side of the house is what it has, but I'm going to show you while we got snow on the ground. I've been wanting to do this for a while to see how well it works. Show you what we leave for snow behind and kind of go from there. So stay tuned and let's go push some snow, and I'm going to try to stay warm. Sound good?
So you guys are probably going to notice, as I'm using these edge tamers in the polypad edition, between them skids it is leaving about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch of snow behind, and for some of you that might be a deal breaker, which is why I wanted to show you here as we get close up. This is all paved, all concrete right here. If this is all gravel, you probably wouldn't be using the polypads anyways, because again, the intent of these polypads is to protect this surface so you're not damaging it below. But if leaving this amount of snow behind is a deal breaker for you, you might have to look at this solution I came up with. It's a cheap option that you can add onto the bucket. So far it's worked good. So this is kind of how it works with the generalized edge tamer or polypad setup, and this is the results you could expect. This is pretty powdery snow. this point, I thought it'd be smart to try and take the edge tamers off and the poly pads and just scrape the concrete. Not going to waste time with you right now and show you, but it's not a great result. You'll end up scuffing some of the concrete. It's not going to, physically damage it, but it's leaving a scuff mark on it. It makes it look not so pretty and kind of ruins that new driveway smell. So I'll show you in a separate video what happens when you don't protect your bucket edge. So here is a piece of 2-inch PVC split down the middle and slid over top that bucket edge. With the poly pads on the edge tamers, it is almost exactly the same height. Check out the performance of how it scrapes off that excess material left in the middle of that bucket that we discussed earlier. One other nice thing about doing it this way is the edge tamers take the brunt of all the force. There really is no downforce on this piece of PVC. Well, that's a good thing. PVC is fragile when it's cold and it isn't going to wear as well as the poly on these edge tamer pads. So again, as things wear over time, it's probably going to wear down together and maybe it will break, but this piece of pipe was free, and yes, PVC is not cheap at the moment, but still this is a much better solution than a $3,000 snow pusher if you can't deal with that extra little bit of snow in the middle of that bucket. I can't say enough of how well these edge tamers work well by themselves. They work phenomenally on gravel without the poly pad, so check out the video above for that. But anyways, edge tamers are great, and if you feel like you can't deal with the extra snow yourself, this extra little bit of PVC pipe goes a long ways, and I'm extremely thrilled with how well it's worked through a couple of snowfalls here in eastern Iowa.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Well, you see the difference in the poly pads, how much snow it leaves there on the ground, just about, just a skosh. There protects your driveway though, but if you take that edge off, you can scrape down to the concrete. Now, if you're looking to protect the surface of your driveway, you got to be careful and think about what you want to do. Hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. Stay warm. We'll catch you in the next one. I'll see ya.